Cougar Xlite 30 RLI here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan, 7,740 pounds, which puts us squarely in the ultralight category for this size. And that's the thing, ultralight is a relative term. It's not a blanket overall term. There's no hard definition. A conventionally built camper with 2 living room super slides across from one another and a full, like, fifth wheel style bedroom slide would probably weigh closer to 9,400 to 9,600 pounds. This comes in at 77. It's, you know, 1,400 to 1,600 pounds roughly lighter than other things. That's how you get to call this thing an ultralight. That being said, at 7,700 pounds with proper weight distribution, you are half-ton towable here, and that's where this makes the big difference. Making this an ultralight with the Xlite construction methods from Cougar has allowed this to move down from a 3/4 ton towable to a half-ton towable category. Nice pass-through storage here, and if you look, you get to see that double-sided welded aluminum structure. Anywhere there's a vertical weld, they always double-side weld so that they don't have any breaks or failures. Nice pass-through storage here too, which bedroom slide travel trailers do not normally have good pass-through storage up front. There's only one other manufacturer I can think of that does that, and we carry them too. We're pretty good at sharpshooting good product here. If at any point you like what you see here, you'd like to know what it's running, links or tank capacities, any easy but important to answer questions, I leave you a link down in the video description that says check for price and availability, and that will show you exactly what we have, how it's built, what we're asking, all those important things. You're going to probably have, well, at least you should have additional questions by the time we're done with this video. Call us, give us a call. We are Michigan's largest independent dealer. We only do everything: hitches, pieces, parts, financing, trades, accessories, trucks, package deals, everything in between, you name it. So whatever it is, we got you covered. We got you covered in one spot. So where is this product exceptional and outstanding within its category? That's what I want to focus on. There are similar layout travel trailers out there. Why is it this one has proven so popular? I mentioned that pass-through storage. Usually trailers, like I said, with a full bedroom slide, like this is what I call a flat deck fifth wheel, because it's literally a fifth wheel floor plan on one flat deck. By the way, very good. Like, a lot of people are like, well, you know, I've had knee or hip replacements, or I got to walk down steps backwards because I can't just go down a normal. This is the type of thing you should look at instead of a fifth wheel, because you're not going to have to go up and down extra steps to get to the bathroom, to get to the bedroom. It's going to save you a lot of extra time. Plus, it's lower profile. There's just less entry steps, period. So we have both, like I said, a pass-through storage I've mentioned too many times already, but we also have storage below the master bed, and that's very cool. You know, you've got excellent outside storage in this one. Keystone owns their own paint shop. It's an old high-end diesel pusher paint shop that they bought, actually, 175 square foot facility. They have everything triple coated so that this is not going to sun fade like the old plastic caps. Everybody had that problem in 2012. Keystone acknowledges they did too. So you know what? They went out and spent like $3.5 million on a paint shop so that they wouldn't have that problem. That's dedication. And then they go a step further. They could have just painted the cap and stopped, and nobody would have ever batted an eyelash. But they went a step further with this extremely tall and aggressive spray-on style stone liner, or stone guard here, to keep that beautiful cap protected. So again, what I like about Keystone, I've really come to respect from them, is they're just as concerned with how their RV looks today as it's going to look 8, 9, 10 years from now. Like in the early 2000s, they tried to save money on cheap decals, and they found that their decals were flaking and peeling way too quickly, like after a year, not after 10. So they now use heavy-duty decals that have a 5-year guarantee on them. They've stepped it up everywhere they need to. That's what I've really come to respect about Keystone. By the way, there's a power tongue jack under that good-looking Haylett coat I left hanging there. When I came out this morning, it felt freezing. Now, it's like, I'm wondering if I should have worn shorts and not slacks. You know, welcome to Michigan, where the weather can swing 30 degrees in 20 minutes. Xlites have standard enclosed forced air heated underbellies. They have standard insulated slide outs. I don't want to call this 4 seasons, but this is a very good extended season RV, and there is a difference there. Smart little, I mean, there's so many little things they do even on their slide out. Like I said, they have everything, like, it's imperceptible and easily missed how many detail-oriented things they have. And this is one of the most copycatted brands out there. There are literally entire other RV manufacturing companies who are built on the back of Keystone's laminated build model. This is the most successful family of laminated products ever in history. Why is that? Well, you know, again, quality, reliability, and actively fighting water penetration. They've done that a couple ways. We've got seal gripping, leak preventing slide walls. If I can get my hands under this wiper seal, there's actually a double wipe seal, and then there's a C, you can't really see it, but there's a C channel in here, so hypothetically, water does somehow magically penetrate 2 wiper seals. It's going to hit that channel and get run down. Now, if water runs down the side of this slide out, you would think, oh, well, now it's just going to walk right under into your subfloor. Not true. And this is such a simple, stupid, small thing. Again, you can't really see it, but there's a little groove on this little slide trim right here, and it will cause water to come down and gather and bead and then drop so it doesn't go into your subfloor. Then they have this little flappy-doo right here. That's the technical name, I think, flappy-doo. If not, it should be. Doesn't do anything for you right now. But when the slide out is in and you're in transit and those tires are spraying you know, water off the road, it protects the bottom of your slide out. It's an anti-wicking seal. Other brands don't do that. They don't do those things. I've seen some brands start to do the seal gripping slide walls, and that's great. I'm super glad they do that, but they don't do all of the extra things. You see that aggressive roof profile? This is double arched inside and out. And like it's you know, luxury fifth wheel brother of the Montana, you see that it has a wrap over roof line so that the you know, structure of this thing's intact. Aluminum laminated walls, aluminum laminated floor, aluminum front rear wall with stamped steel roof rafters. They use stamped steel because it's lighter, it's stronger, and they can get better insulative quality on it because aluminum rafters are tubular, and that leaves thermal gaps where, you know, heat can get in and out too easily. Actually, I'm looking at my battery. It's going to die here. I'm going to cut this and go in, switch batteries, go inside roof. And we're back after a quick battery swap. Thanks for hanging with us. Friction hinge, entry door, so this thing doesn't slam against the trailer. Aluminum steps are lighter. They're not going to be subject to the corrosion of steel steps, and they don't slip, you know, when your shoes are wet. By the way, this is an easy tilt awning. It literally only takes 2 fingers, and there is LED lighting under the length of that awning. Now, the trailer is facing right into the sun right now, so I prefer to leave that rear window open for you for all that light to flood in. But it was so much light, the camera was really getting murdered by it. So we're going to have to rely on the, frankly, very generous LED interior lighting package in here. Now, typically, remember again that the one that we have in stock could be different from what you see here. Like, for instance, this is called the Platinum Decor, which is funny, because if there's one color that's really not in this thing, you know, on the forefront, it's platinum, but whatever. Somebody who gets paid more than me came up with that name. Who am I to question them? There's cashmere, there's other colors, there's other interior decors. Popular models like this, we run through them quickly. We'll probably get other colors in stock. Like the air conditioner, we typically upgrade our Cougar trailers to a 15,000 BTU air. Gives you more cooling power. Now, I don't use a fisheye lens. I don't try to deceive you into buying here. I'd like you to purchase from our dealership because you want to, not because you're tricked into doing so. These batten strips accent that 6-inch arched ceiling. Keystone actually created that. You see a lot of brands use it nowadays. Keystone was the very first producer to do that. You know, Keystone's always been a leader in innovation. Again, they're probably one of the, if not the most copycatted company out there. They're darn close. I gotta believe they are. I've seen enough of this business. Entertainment. TV can angle out, as you see here. It's very good for angling toward the sofa over there. That's actually the intended purpose, so that you can sit on the sofa here. Now, when it is angled like that, you can still see it easily from your dual wall-hugging theater recliners over here. That's something that we like to put in anytime the seating is directly across the entertainment. We like to go with theater seats because it's just more comfortable, and you don't need a swivel when you're staring straight at it. So this is just simpler, easier, and it can't rock back and bust up your window treatments. I can't even tell you how many used RVs, fifth wheels specifically, come in where these things are all busted up because a guy's recliner twisted around and bashed them up. You don't have to worry about that here. Electric space heating fireplace, air quote on that, fireplace, so we don't need to burn up our propane for supplemental heating. Good windows all over the place. Like I said, that's one of the nice things about this big double slide. You've got all sorts of window coverage. Cougar's got a lot of glass. That's one of the things I like them. They're glassy ladies. Trifold, memory foam, hide-a-bed, sleeper sofa. And you don't have to say it like that. I'm not really sure why I am, as a matter of fact. What I do like is that we have dinner plate sized side stands over here. You can set a laptop down, you can put your plate down, you can get up and get a drink. I even like the classic callback to the open storage pockets on the side. That's an old feature that is really starting to become popular again. For years, I've seen brands try to find ways to save money, and they'll throw the sofa back here, but they won't finish the job with the side stands or the power outlets so that you can power up all your appliances, because we all know we got these stupid things in our pockets left and right. Talked about the recliner here. Oh, table. This is really cool, and actually is something I just learned yesterday. I've talked about, I don't know, a dozen of these Cougars, and I still find new things that are awesome on here. I mean, they're already, within their class, they're incredibly price aggressive. They're incredibly popular, insanely reliable, and yet I find new things every day that I like about them. Their tabletops actually can slide, so that like a bigger guy like me, if I need to cheat the table toward my little daughter so that she can eat and I can eat and we can both be comfortable, their tables can do that. How cool is that? All windows have nice shades so that you have good privacy in here. The countertops in any Cougar are solid surface. So what's nice in this floor plan is you actually get a lot of that material, because you've got your full island, you've got your slide out prep space, then you've got your little, I don't know, entry hutch prep space over there. And what I also like is I can see 4 power outlets for the kitchen appliances sitting right here. You got 1 in there, 1 over there, and 2 down here. So you've got places to plug stuff in anywhere, anytime. Larger 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer is standard in a Cougar Xlite in every single floor plan. Now, by going with a waterproof countertop material, they were able to recess a nice stainless sink. And because they were able to standardize that and do that across the board, they got to maintain and control the cost. And they actually improved build quality by doing that, not just because of a better material, but because they're building the same thing the same way every single time. Now, I've seen floor plans similar to this before, where they'll just put the microwave over the stove, and then they'll cut this off. They can make the RV lighter in weight, less money, but you give up great countertop space, and you give up all that drawer storage space. All of this is possible because they shifted and pushed the slide down. And those are things I don't think you want to give up. And that's the detail stuff you got to start writing down. You know, if you're comparing brands, which I'm sure you are, you know, it'd almost be silly not to. Start writing down the benefits of each of them. And you're going to find that these Cougars are loaded. If you just look at the base criteria of each class, you're going to be like, oh, well, I mean, they're all the same. You got to start looking at detail stuff. For instance, as I step up here, something I want to point out is how they frame every single doorway. This is fully framed with a full header. So you can grab this thing and pull it. It doesn't budge. And even though the trailer's not level, the jacks aren't down, the doors all work properly. When you walk around an RV lot, I encourage you to like start opening doors and things. You're going to see a lot of trailers like the bathroom door doesn't shut, and the salesman goes, oh, well, the jacks aren't down, because I never thought about it. That's what I used to do, because it's true, the jacks aren't down, so the trailer body's not square, so the door doesn't want to shut right. But I don't have that problem in Cougars, because the shell stays rigid the way it's supposed to. It doesn't buckle. You don't have interior problems. That's why they have these extra thick interior walls. We just don't have structure problems from our Keystone products, really at large. We carry, you know, your Springdale, Summerlin, Passport, Cougar, Xlite and Big Cougar, High Country and Montana. We just don't have structure problems with any of them. They all have the same similar build design. There's so much meat under the skin on these bones. It's just not even funny, but they're things that you don't see and you can't see, and it's hard to appreciate. They're that intangible, you know? It's fictitious in a sense, but the proof is in the pudding. Here's the best example I can give you. Go look at a used RV lot. Look at mine right now. Find out how many used Cougars are out there. None. There are not used Cougars out there. People find the word used in a sentence with a Cougar and it's gone. I love getting Cougars in on trade because we make good money on them, frankly. You know, I have no shame in saying that. Dealerships are here. We're not a charity necessarily, but there is a difference between ripping someone's head off and making a fair deal. And that's why I made a big deal when I took over our website. I publish pricing right on our website, and our price does not change if you do or don't have a trade-in. We just don't play numbers games like that. you know, if you publish a price outright on the internet, you better be darn aggressive. Otherwise, someone's going to undercut you by $500 and leave you feeling like an idiot. We go after it, guys. I got to back up because I got off on a tangent here. This linen cabinet in this bathroom is awesome. This is awesome. I love how big and wide and deep it is. I mean, you talk about not just like towels for the bathroom, but your extra shampoos and toilet paper, beach towels, extra blankets. You can stuff this sucker. It's big. Nice foot flush stool, by the way, too. This is smart, I think. Oh, little, there we go. Little snap-on face thing popped off here. So, extra, like, 4 LED lights in just the main cabinet of this thing alone, plus extra overhead lights over here. You know, and what I like is that you have a bedroom light switch in a travel trailer. That's becoming more popular. But you can thank brands like this for it. By the way, this is the Cougar King Bed. So you've got 5 extra inches on both sides of the bed. 5 extra inches per person to stretch out and relax. And they went with a nice deep bedroom slide so that you get some really good windows in here. Now, you see a couple things a little different right here. And again, it's those things that you have to look at. People's eyes will spot. You know, you got to not take for granted. They have that full pass-through storage under this front closet. Well, that raises the level of the closet. You still have more than enough room to hang stuff. You don't lose anything, but you gain a shelf. That's the Cougar advantage. You know, they use smarter little changes like that. Like, we've got a great drawer space here. You're all set for TVs over there. All kinds of good stuff. These are all 50 amp service. If you want to add a second air conditioner, you definitely can. We have the facilities to do that. It's not hard. Again, doesn't matter what you're looking for. We do it all. Now, I've had a couple of people ask me, what are these black boxes in the corner of some of the cabinets? Those are vents so that the walls can breathe. Because when you laminate, you kind of trap inside the wall air. Well, the wall, as heat and cold hits it, has to breathe. It expands, the air contracts. It has to allow that push and pull. That's why you don't see Keystone delamination problems. It's not that it's impossible, it's just that it's basically unheard of nowadays. You just don't see Keystone delamination out there. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.